Hey people, Injured here, 3v3, Tiber Outpost blue team. Gordian Vorenthul is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control alongside some Eldar. First up is Mixu with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support. And rounding off this team is Firestorm Exarch with a Farseer, a support hero that fights in melee combat, some powerful buffs and controlled abilities. Red team, Unseen is a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. And alongside some rowdy Orks, C.Maker is a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter, looks like the Freebooters DLC, I believe. And rounding off the team here is Guru Wu with a Mech Boy, a teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, has a bunch of Orky gadgets, giving him great versatility. Tiber Outpost, you guys, makes a nice change from the 58 SDL province games I get every week. Kicking off in the mid here, Kommando and Warlock. We have 3 contested victory points, pretty evenly spread on a large map, so it should be pretty fun late game as they scramble to get them. Eldar, of course, can use their webways. Orks could maybe do some war truck plays with burner sluggers to hit the powers and stuff. Oh, Banshees be dead. Got a sync kill over here. Those were Mixu's Banshees, taken out in the first engagement. Stun Bomb can do some work for it. Looks like these guys are going for the power, maybe. Meanwhile, in the southwest, Farseer pushes against these Orks. Guide up on those Dire Avengers. Get stuck into some shooter boys. Good special there. Really good special. Mech boys in the garrison, so it's relatively safe. Farseer perhaps isn't though. Did some good work though, Firestorm Exarch. Where's the other Dire Avenger that's not here? There they are. They were capping that southwestern contested power. I think it's a cool map. And let me tell you, let me give you some tips about how to get casted, how to make you pick your replay. First of all, don't have any mirrors. As you can see here, no mirrors. Sometimes I get 3v3 games and 5 of the players are Space Marines or something. I'm most likely not going to load that up unless I'm desperate for games. And also, not frequently played maps, you know. Maybe not Estia and, what's the other one? Katrin, been popping up a lot lately. Played a huge amount. Pick some other maps. They're all good. Well, most of them are pretty good. I remember when they, because they added this map after release, when they released the screenshots and stuff, I thought it looked super cool. Didn't really get the sense of scale that it had though. We just saw some Dire Avengers go down. There was a good flank from C.Maker with a stun bomb. And we see Mixu, not replacing the Banshees, gets a shuriken up with the Guardian weapon team there. A suppression weapon with a limited firing up, as you can see. Meanwhile, in the northeastern corner, what's going on? You have double CSM for Gordian Vorenthul. Force Commander's got a power sword, and Artificer, maybe we'll see the Sacred Standard for the super damage bonus buff Force Commander guy. Perhaps. Raptors on the way for Gordian Vorenthul, and this is a power bash from Orks with their burners up. Burners and shooters should make pretty short work of the gens. There we go. Dire Avengers getting an aspect each. Yes. The grenades will do great work against sluggers that try to charge them. And a Pain Boy is up here for Guru Wu. That's going to help up the sluggers a lot with his heal over time ability. The Git Sauce. Don't ask what's in the sauce. Nobody knows. Probably involves lots of dead squigs though, I'm guessing. They did get all the gens. And then a big old retreat. Maybe those guys could have backed away with the support here. Grenade misses. 498 to 377 very early on. Unseen. Still doesn't have another unit on the field. They've spent their power on their Force Commander quite aggressively here. The central VP, I believe, like eyeballing it here, is closer to the northeast. So maybe late game, it's a little bit better to try and hold on to these 2 VPs. But the southwest has got all these contested resource points and stuff. So it's a pretty well balanced map, I think. Had some fun games on this map in retail for sure. Whoever made this map didn't block out the trees and stuff properly though, so Hormagaunts under Synapse can get stuck in the trees, and then the Synapse leaves and they can't get out. Happened a lot back in retail. Sluggers getting in on the Guardian weapon team here. This is Firestorm Exarch's Guardian weapon team. And they might finish it. Ooh, one more hit. Might have done it, but they did retreat. We have some Rangers up now for Mixu. What's going on in the mid? This is the Force Commander being run off by Heretics, Raptors, and the Chaos Sorcerer himself. Heretics do have an aspiring champion. CSM be capping. Those guys have dropped a model. No Eternal War for those guys. Spending the power early on the Raptors, I guess. And finally, Unseen gets another unit up, and it's another Tactical Marine squad. Double Kraken Bolts, buffed by the Sword and Battle Cry. Might be able to whittle down the CSM quite quickly, but Raptor's going to be in their face. Force Commander can counter-initiate, of course, with his Battle Cry to knock them down and stuff, and his Power Sword. Shooters here with a big shooter, giving them that detector unit to spot Ranger shenanigans. Do they have their Pathfinder gear? They do. VP is red in the southwest. Orky control, Farseer is still down. Warlock might be able to get her back into her feet. Rangers could set up a grenade maybe with their kinetic pulse. Here comes a Pain Boy doing damage over time with that weapon, and it will stack on a single target. I'm not sure if his damage over time stacks indefinitely. They all act differently. Did some good work though, the Warlock and the Eldar. Grenades going in. Those guys tried to dodge and only dropped one model actually. That was well played from Guru Wu. You are going to get a revive here on the Farseer. That should level the Warlock. Nope. Wow, they really did nerf the amount of XP you get, eh? Farseer gets her Spirit Stone so she can heal herself and her allies. Needs, is it 80 energy to use it though? I think it's 80 energy to use it, maybe it's 60. I believe it's 80. Kicking off in the northeast. Orks alongside some Space Marines ganging up on Gordian there, who needs to retreat. So they're going to lose the VP most likely. Power's going to get bashed. They actually genned up the power here, as you can see, and look at this. Orks from C.Maker. Yep, some from C.Maker, the sluggers here with their burners. Going to bash this power, probably going to get a full bash. Because they just can't respond quickly enough. There's a webway here from the Eldar. Expect to see more of those as the game goes on. They are naturally infiltrated once they finish their building time anyway. They don't want to get the VP, but they are covering it. Are they going to try and respond to this power bash, or just... Looks like Gordian is going to try. Are you going to grab this, fellas? We've got some looters up here for C.Maker. Now making their way to the mid. And stick bombs are in on the Kommando. They're going for the cap. Farseer. Very close to going down there. Almost got the cap though. Definitely worth the risk. We've got a mech with a death gun. Mech boy rather. Can teleport around and stay set up. You just need to pay attention to which direction you're teleporting. Generally, he'll turn to face the direction that he teleports in. So if you're facing something and shooting it, teleport forward, you'll stay set up and keep on shooting. Raptor jump on the shooter boys there. I thought maybe they'd go a little bit deeper to try and mess with the Tactical Marines. There's the double Kraken Bolts and the Battle Cry. Oh no, it's a Sacred Standard. That's what that yellow buff is. Sacred Standard is in for the Force Commander. Huge amounts of damage buffs potentially. Sacred Standard given 25% off the bat, and then 15% per Battle Cry attack can really stack up. Heretics go down there. That was a bolt pistol shot, I believe. And one thing that all these damage buffs can do, aside from, you know, doing more damage, is it turns soft counters into much more of a powerful thing, you know. A soft vehicle counter becomes pretty dangerous, like Sternguard maybe with their Vengeance rounds, although Vengeance rounds, after all their buffs, maybe they are considered a relatively hard counter these days. Especially since you can use For the Emperor. If you can do For the Emperor, Sacred Standard, Battle Cries, those Vengeance rounds are going to kick ass against vehicles. Look at this, fully populated power here from the red team. I don't think they've got their power bashed either, so they're going to have a lot of it. I don't think they have. Here comes some sluggers. Seems like they didn't spot the Warlock there, who took a swing and then got knocked over by his own kinetic pulse. And we have some Warp Spiders from Firestorm Exarch. Seems like they've been guided there. 30% more damage and more range. Pretty good upgrade, or pretty good buff rather, for Warp Spiders, as I may expect. Pain Boy is going to get away okay. Farseer trying to poke him. There we go. They're holding the bottom quite well here, the blue team. They are having a lot of power. Holding this power though. Here comes a Blood Crusher from Gordian Vorenthul. And Unseen can't really respond to that right now. Could get missile launchers up, of course. And with those buffs, those aforementioned buffs, should make pretty short work of a Blood Crusher. Only has 600 vehicle hit points. This fella. Quite fast though. and does have a defensive demonic roar ability to make stuff run away. If they're in range, that is. We've got a Death Dread too. Burners and bits on the way. Burners for fire, bits for more hit points, gives it plus 300. That was a haywire you just saw do some work, but I don't think they have the... Oh, maybe they do. Here's a Bright Lance. I'm going to say they don't have the AV DPS to take it down, but the Bright Lance does a lot of damage, as you can see here. And because it was clipping through terrain a bit, it's kind of hard to spot. Is it hitting? There we go. Here comes some Wraithguard now from Mixu. Is the Farseer here? Oh, the Farseer is gone. I believe she did put guide on the Bright Lance though before she retreated. Man, it's taken a lot of shots, you know. This Death Dread. They did get their burners and bits, but they got it. Took much longer than I thought it would to take down. Wraithguard couldn't quite hit the Kommando. He was trying to tie them up in melee. Wraithguard's big weakness is melee attacks. They're not great. Don't they have another, like a... Is it called a Wraithseer or something? Wraith Knights? I don't know. They have the variant in the tabletop and the lore that has big old swords, which might be quite fun to see. They were in Dawn of War 3, weren't they? 308 to 301. I think Zeech curses me every time I mention Dawn of War 3. C.Maker going tier 3 here. Mixu also going tier 3. Farseer turns around and guides stuff and just runs into action and kicks some ass. Shooter boys are going to wipe, or maybe not. Are they far enough away now? I think they're far enough away. Void Boy up here from Guru Wu. Expected one of these guys a little bit earlier. Farseer gets a bit too far in and I think goes down. Yep, goes down. She had an armor upgrade there but didn't quite spot what it was. Scouts with a sniper rifle going for the northeastern VP. Triple cap for blue. What have I missed? Blood Crusher is alive. Lost a bunch of hit points. Maybe it was warped away by Gordian because I don't have a lot of red here. I'm guessing it was. Because there's those Stern Guard with Vengeance rounds loaded in. Kicking off though again in the southwest. Big old fight here and the Weird Boy is a massive equalizer of those big fights. And they weren't even outnumbered there. But if you are outnumbered, that Warp Vomit can really turn things around for you. Oh, the Zap's going to jump. Who did it jump to? Something. Kind of floating there. They found the webway. And they're going to at least decap. Well, here comes a bunch more Eldar. Maybe the Sluggers can use this shot blocker to get in around onto the Wraithguard. But the Warlock jumps in there and messes up their plans. The Wraithguard needs to be careful. Those Wraith Cannons do friendly fire. 292 to 212. Kicking off in the mid VP. We have the Force Commander running around smacking on Bloodletters. Gordian Vorenthul. Did he have more Heretics up? I'm not sure actually. Oh, Stone Guard Veterans going down. And there's a Dark Flames. Librarian needs to be careful, but they do hold the line just enough. Tier 3 for Unseen, who then runs away. Oh, I guess they already have the points. They don't need to stick around to cap them. 245 to 212 triple cap now for the red team. Knob Squad on the way for C.Maker, and they do have a War Truck. And you can just about squeeze the Knob Squad in there. They don't count as a large unit in terms of transports. In fact, I think that's only Terminators. Can't get into War Trucks and stuff. Capping there's the Eldar. What level do we have on these guys? Warlock level 3, no War Gear. The Farseer has Rune Armor for Psychic Storm and more energy and stuff, right? Yep. More health and more energy regen. This is Gordian. Got the Rod of Warp Fire. Got no Vestments of the Warp. Which might have been able to do quite a lot of work teleporting into the Tactical Marines and stuff. And they've got some more Tactical Marines here unseen. Yeah, going straight for some Stone Guard Veterans again. Dropped from the drop pod. Sniper versus Sniper. The Rangers. Level 2 the Rangers though. Scouts. Oh, Scouts also level 2. Looks like the Eldar are going to come and help Gordian in the mid a bit. Librarian does have the Psychic Hood. Gate of Infinity could get the Force Commander out of trouble if he goes deep into enemy lines. You guys both have Marco Zinch? Yeah, you do, but no aspiring champions over there. Here's the War Truck. The Nob Squad is inside of it. You can see their big old huge choppers sticking out. 164 to 212. It is breaking these energy shields. Sluggers also in there. It's a bad surprise party for the Eldar. Tank Busters getting wrecked by Wraithguard, and down they go. Can they target the War Truck now? Right Lance couldn't quite target it before, now it can. I think they're going to get the War Truck. Down it goes. Decent Warp Vomit there. Maybe could have come a little bit earlier. It was an awkward approach. They could have maybe gone around the other side, so the bunker would have been a shot blocker for a bit longer. Really messed up the Wraithguard though when they got on them, and now they can bash the power quite fast, and they have the Weird Boy support. Warp Vomit should be ready again by the time defenses arrive. Kicking off in the mid. Bloodletters teleporting in from Gordian, going straight onto the Stone Guard veterans, and they will chop them up really well. Power melee Hellblades make short work of Marines. Those guys were Veil of Time momentarily there to try and escape, but then they just ran off. 163 to 198. Still have all 3 gens up here. Oh, I'm lying. There's 2 gens up there for the red team. Did they bash it all? Maybe not. Looks like they melee stuff actually backed off a bit. Where's the Nob Squad now? Oh, well, they thought about grabbing a wreck point, but they couldn't smash it, so gave up. Here's a Seer Council from Mixu and Tier 3 from Firestorm Exarch, who's got double Warp Spiders up. If you hadn't noticed, the Weird Boy gets jumped on and destroyed. Seer Council are awesome. Power melee damage, jumping on you, and provide this aura of reduced damage from ranged attacks. Why do you need a Warlock when you can have 5? This guy now has the Witchblade of Kurnus and Providence. We might see the Warp Throw as well for the Angry Space Elf build. And he just goes mental and starts doing all of his abilities. Chaos Dreadnought already lost half of his hit points. Oh, because there's a tank. Predator tank from Unseen. And a looted tank on the way for Guru Wu. Gordian Vorenthul is still in Tier 2. And we're going to see a Marco Zinch Dreadnought to fight the tank. And it should deal with the tank because it's going to have more hit points. Well, if it was repaired, it should win that 1v1 fight. Going to take some shots though while it's getting the mark there. Yeah, I don't think you want to even risk turning to shoot there, buddy. Can it finish off the Dreadnought? It just got a mark, and they do finish off the Dreadnought. Big win there for Unseen. 150 to 169. Double cap for the blue team. Nob Squad hidden by the Kommando. Hide the boys. One of his globals, and they found some Wraithguard. Bad news for these guys using their War. They have their EU jammers. You see those orangey yellow rings. Those are the momentum buff given by the hammers. They're going to go down, aren't they? Whacked them out. Took a while to notice what was going on there. Is this Doom? That is Doom on the Nob Squad. Can they get some Dark Creepers in their composition here? It might be a little bit too late for that. They might be thinking, you know, fire prisms and D-cannons and stuff. I like how they're all gathered around the edge of this VP here. Looks pretty cool. Some flash kits on the way now for C.Maker. Another Chaos Dreadnought for Gordian Vorenthul. Is that another drop? No, it's the same drop, I think. The same drop pod. Force Commander's level 4. We have some Kommando squad orkiness going on with their leader there. And they're being sneaky. 116 to 154 on the VPs. The looted tank is up. But where is it going? It's not moving right now. Shooter boys got wrecked. I wonder if they were thrown in there to just get some population and reduce upkeep. Avatar on the way for Mixu. See, it counts, have you leveled yet? No, you haven't got a lot of XP actually. Approaching the looted tank. Yep, seems to have swayed them persuaded them to leave there. I think they should have replaced the Weird Boy. Weird Boy could do some great work against the Seer Council as they run in. It is risky though, that jump, because they could like just jump through the warp vomit or something. Farseer went down. Not sure what she was doing up here. Trying to help, I guess. 96 to 154. Those guys suppressed by the frenzied barrage. Bloodletter's capping the VP. Tons of energy shields in the southwest. And looks like the Orks don't feel like they're ready to push. I think they could. Well, there's no suppression here, but a kinetic pulse into a Seer Council mob would mess up the Nob squad quite a lot. But Frenzy, you know, Frenzy's a thing. I think they could just power through. There's Sluggers and there's a Pain Boy as well. I wonder if the Pain Boy's done his surgery yet. It doesn't seem to have the equipment for it yet. Bloodletter's now taken that contested power. There's an orbital. The Dreadnought has dodged it. The Sorcerer is going to retreat into it and die though. And most of the CSM dodged it. Yeah, they did okay. They did alright. Sorcerer certainly didn't. So now he can warp things back to his corpse. If the Dreadnought gets into deep trouble. Tank might be in deep trouble. One more volley might do it, you know. Looks like it's a bit far away to target it. It might actually be completely out of vision range of Gordian. 96 to 110. More sneaky knobs, but everything's run off already. Oh, I missed the push down here. Was that a Rocks? Was there a Rocks here? There might have been. Guru Wu is down on red. I think that was maybe a Rocks. Fire Prism up here for Firestorm Exarch, and a Fire Prism on the way for Mixu. Where is his avatar? Here it is. Oh, it's gone to the mid. Well, like I said, the northeast and the central VP are closer than the southwest. So maybe try and hold that late game. Smite damage instantly healed off from the Spirit Stones. And the Psychic Storm misses everything. Trying to get some more models there. Oh, double Haywire. Can it take this out? They can't see it, I don't think. Double Haywire. If they can manage to get it onto the rear armor, might be enough. There it is. I don't think it's going to be enough here. And they're trying to melee it to death. Don't think it's going to work out. Sluggers should be on them, but they're repairing. I guess that's probably more important. Nice try from Firestorm Exarch. Couldn't quite get it done. Oh, maybe the Dreadnought can is down to 34 hit points. And it's turning away. The tank lives. There's a big Spirit Stones heal. Orks are now flanking. And now, because of that hard push for the tank, they're going to lose ground in the mid. Here's the Avatar. Super unit for Eldar. Devastating in combat, also provides some nice passive area of effect buffs, although it looks like nothing is close enough right now. Tank lives. What's that way that went down? As the Farseer went down there. Double Fire Prisms edging forward a bit. You want to keep them at maximum range though. Only 500 hit points on a Fire Prism. Chaos Predator on the way for Gordian. The tank did, the Dreadnought, sorry, did go down. What is this? Orks just kind of chilling out in the southwest. Those are the blue team are fully committing to these two VPs now. Terminators on the field for unseen, but did not go for assault Terminators here. Maybe they should have, because Claws completely messes up the Avatar, and when the Avatar's down, you can fight the Seer Council, and when they're down, you can get your Thunderhammers. But hey, ranged Terminators are also pretty badass. Not sure why they teleported there. I hear an Eldritch, takes out the looted tank. Kommando is trying to rocket launch some Fire Prisms to death, but he's getting knocked over all the time. Avatar could be in trouble. Can Gordian warp it out? I think they can, but they haven't. Well, maybe it was on cooldown. But saving the Avatar would have been pretty strong play there. What is this? It's Sluggers trying to look at the power, but they're going to run into a bunch of Eldar. Too much Eldar for them to deal with. Grenades. You know what? Can they take out the Bright Lance? Maybe. Almost. Very nearly took out the Bright Lance there. In the mid, Terminators on capping duty with the constant buffs from the Sacred Standard. don't have a weapon upgrade yet. Uh-oh. One more shot. Might be the end of this fire prism. Down it goes. Down to 3 VPs, the red team. I didn't even realise. Mark of Noble Predator tank here. This guy's level 2 and does have more anti-vehicle damage than the Noble Pred. And here comes some Stern Guard with their Vengeance rounds. Pouring that damage in. Needs to get away, this Mark of Noble Pred, or shoot these Stern Guard. Can they finish it? Maybe they can. 78 to 3. The double cap on the red team. They are holding the southwest for now. The Noble Predator was teleported out, but might still go down. Stern Guard are right there. And there's Veil of Time. Quick thinking from Unseen. Got kind of body blocked by their own tank. Oh, that was so clutch. Oh, but the tank does go down. Both tanks go down. The Fire Prism got it. 45 to 3. Triple cap for the red team. Blue team trying to grab the mid. The bottom. And they got the decap. There's nothing to get the mid. Terminators are right there too. And they have some stuff milling around the northeast of the red team. Got some flash kits, some commandos, a Nob squad. Nothing that the Warp Spiders can do about that. Is it even worth bothering to try to get the decap? They're going to die in a second here. Down they go. In the mid. Ball top dropped in. Stuns on Terminators, a pretty good idea in general. Bloodletter's getting shot up. There's an Eldritch on the Stern Guard. It might wipe them. No. And they show no fear, I think, popped just in time. But the red team have it. With 3 VPs remaining, they have that 2-1. And they saw it out. Let's look at these heroes. Level 5 Sorcerer. Robes of Torment. And the Rod of Warp Fire. The Warlock was down level 5. With Warp Throw on the way. Farseer down level 5 as well. Oh, that was from when they tried to push against the tank. Force Commander also down level 6. And the Sacred Standing given even more buffs there to everything that was nearby. If there was anything. Kommando also down level 4. Had some fun with his rocket launcher near the end. And a Mech Boy is still alive. Level 2 with a Death Gun and a battery pack. Fun time. I like this 3v3 on good old Tiber Outpost. It's a decent shot at the end there too. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.